Screen is the name.
Vintage 2024, who's the hogest of them all? The suspect has to be wooden.
This could be easier than the last one.
I'm hungry. 3! Wow!
Yay!
Oatmeal. I asked you about that already.
Where are the knobs?
Fly high. No, that's Canadian.
And now I think I can start skipping.
Then I can go down anymore. What is up? I can project, but I'm gonna use the mic anyways. Hello? Cool, it's not working. So, welcome to the Choremaster show. Thank you all for coming. I've been working on this for like so long, since I got married, which was over 6 months ago. Oh man, I got married, that's cool. Yeah, we're in. I think Mom's in the audience. Mom, give us a yell. Woo! Thank you. That was specifically for John. Alright, so, this is a show. This is a show I made. I don't know if it's going to be funny, but hopefully it is. I had all of my friends complete a bunch of chores that I gave them. And I recorded them doing it. And we were going to scrutinize every detail of their every move here today when we watch them do it on that beautiful screen. So I'd love to introduce the contestants. Can we have a round of applause for Abhishek, Salunia? And next we're going to introduce Ethan, Tioco. Can we give it up for Matthew Brantl? And Johnathan Miller? And last but not least, Quinn, Corcoran! And now, what are chores without a master? So, we have the man, the myth, the Choremaster, Devin Grenard!
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
This isn't working either. Oh, there you go. Welcome to Choremaster. In a second, you'll be watching these fine 5 individuals compete and complete chores written out on beautifully wax-sealed pieces of paper. At the end of the day, we will tally up their points to see who gets to win this beautiful golden Choremaster trophy. Woo! But you may be asking yourself, who determines who gets these points? Well, that would be me, the Choremaster. And yes, it might be a little unethical, it might be a little tyrannical to put all of that power into the hands of one individual. And yes, I'd agree with that. Except for that person is me, and now I disagree with it. So with that, welcome to Choremaster.
Devin, it's so good to be here with you. I feel like just to get the audience warmed up a little bit, how about we engage in some banter?
Okay.
Okay. So, do you watch like sports? You watch sports?
No. I mean, we've known each other for long enough that I think you know that I don't watch sports.
All right, so let's get on with the show. All right. That was funny. You all have a chore in front of you. The first chore is a chore the whole audience participates in. So if everyone can open up the chore in front of you, they all had to open up chores like these several times. Can we have someone read out the chore out loud? Who wants to do that?
Enjoy the show. You have 2 hours. Your time starts now.
Okay.
Woo! All right. So first, we're going to start off with the prize chore. For this chore, we had each contestant bring in a prize that met a category. This category is the most misunderstood thing. Whoever brings in the most misunderstood thing will get 5 points, and whoever wins the entire episode today will bring home 5 things that they don't understand. We're going to kick it off to Abhishek. Abhishek, what did you bring in for us?
So I brought in a basket of vegetables, we'll call it. Yes. I'd say that this is misunderstood because we all see these as vegetables, classic vegetables, but botanically speaking, these are all fruits. So scientifically, they're not vegetables, they're fruits, but it goes a step deeper because when we think about culinarily, these are vegetables. So there's multiple layers to this.
Well, you had me in the first half, huh? I thought it was going to be 0 points, 1 point, you know. I'm contemplating that.
All right, Ethan, what did you bring in?
So, I brought in my favorite beverage. I don't know if you have a picture of it. It's yes, it is MSG. It's so misunderstood that its self-confidence is brought so low. It can't even call itself MSG. Look, it's saying it's a flavor enhancer. And it has such a bad rap, but it's everywhere and it's naturally occurring. It makes things taste good. It has 60% less sodium than salt. It's your friend. It's your friend.
That's sometimes taste better.
Isn't salt like 100% sodium? Or 50%? I guess it's sodium chloride. It's table salt, but...
Anyway, we want to move on to the next one?
Yeah, let's see. John, what do you have?
So today I brought in a childhood favorite of mine. It's Hilbo from Go-Go's Crazy Bones. And the fact that you don't know what I just said proves how misunderstood it is.
I'm sorry, John, but I do know what that is. Oh, 0 points.
Luckily, he's playing to, my taste. I have no idea what this thing is.
They are a set of collectible plastic figures that you are supposed to flick at other Go-Go Crazy Bones.
Does he have like superpowers or something? Or
No, he just believes in having a big breakfast. He's a gingerbread man.
Okay. All right. I'm slowly starting to understand it less. So.
I was going to say, in order to misunderstand something, you first have to have an understanding of it that is then incorrect.
Right.
So now that we've established an understanding of it, as long as you were lying to him, you're golden.
It bodes well for you. Yeah.
All right, Matthew, let's see what you got.
I brought in just a classic deck of cards. So every single card game in the world revolves around trying to convince your opponent that you have cards different from what you do. That's what the whole premise of bluffing is, of poker, of any other game. And you think about how often these games are played. Probably everybody here has a deck of cards in their house right now. Think about how many misunderstandings that is every time you play at every casino. That's my item.
Right. 1 point. Next.
Quinn?
I'd like to start by saying Abhishek did a lot of the hard work for me here. It may or may not look a little similar to something you've seen before. However, I would like to point out, first of all, Abhishek did a great job selling this for me, so already got a leg up there. But he missed an important step of the instructions, which is that it's one thing. He brought many things. That's a basket.
It's a basket.
Filled with multiple different items.
Well, that has multiple cells.
Yeah, but it's all one object.
So it's a basket.
Yeah, all right, well then we all failed, but I failed the least.
It's getting very ontological here.
Anyway, is it a fruit? Is it a vegetable? Nobody knows.
I think they have clarified that, in every sense. But
Well, you'd like to think so, wouldn't you?
they have. All right, cool. So, what do you think, Devin?
So, all right. Let's start with 1 point.
Okay, we can start with 1 point. So here we got the scoreboard. So we got Abhishek, Ethan, John, Matt, Quinn. I will be keeping score on here. I wrote a whole program that used port forwarding and client server applications, and then doesn't run on Mac, so we're using the scoreboard. That master's degree in computer science is doing me lots of favors. So what are we thinking for 1 point?
I feel like there are no misunderstandings about a deck of cards. You brought in, if it was a fancy set of deck of cards, or it's just a bicycle.
It's literally just...
Yeah, no, I understand that completely. So 1 point to Matt.
Right.
I would say next is probably the single tomato. I think we've known for a while that it's a fruit. It's probably like the thing that you know the most about like a vegetable, right? It's like, oh, actually, this is a fruit. So yeah, I think I understand the tomato. I'm gonna give 3 points to the basket of vegetables because there's less of an understanding that those are fruits. And I like a few of the caveats in there, so it's a nice arrangement. I'd say maybe 4 points to the monosodium glutamate. Very commonly misunderstood, great taste, but often no one knows what it actually is. So. And then I would say 5 points to the thing that I still don't understand, the little red guy that you flick at other little red guys. So 5 points to go.
So here's our standing. Currently, John is in first, then Ethan, then Abhishek, then Quinn, and then Matt with the deck of cards. So, we're going to go on to our first chore proper. We cool with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Our first chore proper, as many things in the household involves heating up stuff. Let's see what that's about.
And nothing else on the table, no Tristan.
Back to empty table.
Just want to take in the surroundings. I'm prepping the seat, but I'm not going to sit in case I have to stand for this one. I have an empty set here. The empty set. Boil at least 1 liter of water.
Boil at least 1 liter of water.
Boil at least 1 liter of water. Fastest means your time starts now.
Your time starts now.
Fastest wins your pencil. Wow. A liter.
Oh, 1 liter? What's a liter? I don't know what a liter is. I don't know how much a liter is. Well, how do I get a liter of water?
Max 1.8 liters. Ah, perfect.
Now I think the technique,
All right. So, I mean, initial impressions. Nobody knows what a liter of water is.
Well, I think Matt pretty quickly identified that one thing held at least 1.8 liters of water.
And yes, and that we'll see if that benefits.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm hearing is I should have brought a liter of water in for the first task.
So, why don't we start off with Abhishek? And you know what, Ethan and John and Matt and Quinn, let's just do them all. Let's see them all do the chore.
Fastest wins your pencil. Wow. You know, I don't know how much a liter is, but that's probably part of the maximum.
I don't know how much a liter is. What's a liter? I don't know what a liter is. How do I get a liter of water?
Max 1.8 liters. Ah, perfect.
This is 3 quarts. How many quarts is a liter? Is adding salt to water make it boil faster?
Okay, you go with the measuring cup. Oh wait, that's 250 milliliters, so I just need 4 of these at least.
I think the stove will be faster. I'm gonna go stove. I believe in the stove.
Oh,
This is an issue. I didn't notice that.
where are the knobs?
To figure out how to. Okay, did you hide them? Oh my goodness, no. Where did you hide? Okay, so I can't use the stove, and I have to boil the water. Oh my goodness.
Do I have to find them? Where are they? Is there a way to do this without?
I guess we're back to the. I think I'm just gonna fill this up again.
Alright.
I don't actually know how this thing works. Oh, there we go. Okay.
An electric kettle. This is genuinely one of my favorite inventions of all time. Give them some, that's okay.
We want pots. It doesn't say that it has to be contained within 1 container, so I'm gonna try to use other stuff. Or we keep the pots for everything. Or I guess if you start boiling water, I'm assuming it's my rosé. God!
Yeah, they're in the microwave.
I hope this thing boils a liter.
I mean, I guess I have to wait for it to boil now. I don't know. Is there boiling water somewhere else?
Is there like hot water somewhere? Is there hot water anywhere else?
Is there a light switch around here? Is there a spare towel around here? So, you come around here often?
Yeah, we got bubbles. You got bubbles all the way through this. Do you want to call it now? Yes.
Yeah, I see bubbles on the bottom. I think that's wrong. Go ahead, stop that.
Alright.
Bubbles is a boil?
Bubbles is a boil.
Bubbles is a boil.
Just on the bottom. Yep.
Alright.
Thank you.
Impressive stuff. Matt, I wrote down, is there boiling water somewhere else?
Well, okay, so in the game, typically, in many cases, in this case it was, I think, the knobs being hidden in the microwave, but there's like a back door, so that's what I was thinking about.
Anybody else think there could have been boiling water anywhere else? Just no.
Put a washing machine on hot.
Matt did actually mention the washing machine. He was convinced I hit boiling water somewhere. He was like,
Well, there could have been just hot water, like it was most of the way there.
yeah, we did briefly, I cut it out, we did briefly talk about going to my hot water heater, and we decided against it, so.
Safety first.
Safety first. So you wanted to...
Yeah, give me the times.
I'll give you the times. We had Matthew at the slowest because he couldn't find hidden hot water. So for him it was 7 minutes and 55 seconds. And then we had Johnathan at 7 minutes and 46 seconds. I think this is because he was like, little tip, cold water boils faster. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that's not true. I looked it up afterwards, like, no, because at some point between being cold and being boiling, it becomes hot water. And then it just has to do what the hot water is doing to get to boiling.
Urban legend has deceived me once again.
So that might be why that. And then we have Abhishek coming in at 7:18, Quinn set 6:19, and just barely in front, Ethan with 6 minutes and 11 seconds.
Yeah, I think we go down the line. I agree, everybody's water was boiling, so 5 points to Ethan.
Awesome. So I will say, not only is John the only person who knew how to use the electric kettle, but he's also the only, everyone else struggled to figure out how to get it going. They were like, which button is it? And then he's also the only person who let it go to completion, which it does shut off automatically when the kettle considers boiling. So I don't know if you want to give him a bonus point for that, or if you want to keep him where he is. It's up to you.
I think I saw everything boiling. I don't know if it has to be like to the kettle standards.
Yeah, I mean, who gets to decide? Certainly not a kettle. So it looks like Ethan's in the lead. Woo!
Should get the next tour going.
Awesome. Let's get the next tour going. Let's just cue it up. Hello.
How are you doing?
Doing well.
Got my utensils here.
Yeah.
Just wanted to reorganize a little bit.
Write and illustrate a children's story that explains a complicated concept.
Best story wins. You have 20 minutes, your time starts now.
Complicated concept.
Got a pretty simple brain, I guess.
Alright. I don't have to rush into this too much.
Alright, I'm probably going to take a minute or two here just to think about what I want to actually base the story on. It doesn't say I have to do a lot of images, so I might just do one image.
Maybe I write one about writing a children's story. Honestly, making a D&D character is pretty tough. You could do reaction kinetics. What's a classic? Methane.
I could go philosophical, but I could also do something mechanical. You know, I could talk about death, or I could talk about the mechanics of a magazine-fed rifle.
Good idea.
Do you want me to pretend I'm a child?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Hello. I'm hungry.
I'm not good at on-the-spot thinking. Oh, man.
That's not fair.
Interested to see where the one image storybook goes. Wonder if we put that thought through.
We'll have to see that. How about we start with Abhishek?
Yeah, let's start.
Yeah, let's see. So let's see what Abhishek came up with. Let's watch him tell us we are all his child collectively, and he's going to tell us a bedtime story. So let's cue that up.
This is How to Play D&D by me. I am Abhishek. Hello. So today we're going to learn how to play D&D. So we're going to start off with Mr. Devin and little B Costa sitting at a table. Yeah, it looks like they're about to start playing a game. Let's see what they're playing. Hi, little B Costa. You want to play some D&D? Wee. That sounds like fun. We need to think of a character. First thing is the name. So open up fancy name generator and make up a random name that sounds cool. Here we see that he's opening it up and he's gonna go and he says, I want to go with what about? Next will be Costa. You like dragons, right? So we're gonna go with dragon. It's gonna be what about the dragon one? Is he gonna be a fighter, a mage, or maybe a beast or something like that? And little B Costa says, I want to be a pirate with magic. Devin says that we're going to go with the sailor background. The question is, how does he get his magic? And little B Costa says that he wants to get magic from playing sick tunes. So that sounds awesome because we can just go with the bard. Nice and easy. So far we got the name, we've got the race, we've got the background, and the class. So next we got to figure out the stats. Little B Costa take these 4 little cubes, roll them 6 times, and then we're going to drop the lowest each time and then add the totals. And then we got them throwing the dice and having fun with that. Because this is a bard, we're going to put the highest in charisma, and then in dexterity, and then constitution. And then we're done.
I think pretty well done, and I mean it's relevant to I think our lives. D&D's pretty complicated, so good performance so far.
Yeah, I think so. I think there was a little bit of the Dark Souls 1 devs ran for budgeting at the end of the game, and it was just all copy. It was like, so we're choosing the background, and then we roll the dice, and then we're done. That's it.
I mean, better than some game system manuals.
That's totally fair. Let's get Ethan going next.
Hey kiddo, I know you've been wanting to have your bedtime story read to you, and so I know just the thing. Our latest edition of Safety First, Volume 2. So, Lockheed received an STG for Christmas. He can't wait to hang out with his friend. His dad even got him ammo, but Lockheed can't seem to figure out how to load the gun. Luckily, his very responsible sister, Martine, finished her chores of drafting a rifle procurement for the Austria's army, and had a few minutes to help her join the group. You see, Lockheed, you need to lock the bolt back before inserting the magazine, Martine said. That way, the round can rise up to a spot where it can be picked up. Then you can release the bolt and it will pick up a round and send it to the barrel. Wow, thanks Martine, Lockheed exclaimed. And so, learning proper loading procedures, Lockheed was able to subjugate all of Europe under his feet. What a wonderful story. He fell asleep, honey.
So, Ethan.
Yes.
The brother is Lockheed.
Yes.
And the sister is Martine.
Yeah.
And they subjugated Europe at the end of the story.
Yes, very complex task to do, right?
Okay. I don't know if there's much more to be said. It's
All right. So let's just move on to John.
Alrighty kids, today we're going to learn about 2 little boys who might be interested in the same things you guys are. So, Timmy and Jerry want to buy an Xbox, but they don't have enough money. I can relate. An Xbox is $450, but they only have $200. Timmy's dad, Larry, helps them come up with the idea to invest. However, Timmy and Jerry have never invested before as they are 5 years old. Larry explains to the kids how it works by using this analogy. Who here wants to have a Baja Blast? Of course, both of the kids raise their hands. Let's say I agree to give you both a Baja Blast, but you have to wait until tomorrow. That would stink, right? Companies work the same way, but they need money. So they take your money
in exchange for more money later via stocks. You have the Baja Blast can equals money equals Xbox. And there's a little drawing of Timmy and Jerry. The kids' faces light in realization. Timmy starts, "Oh, so by investing our $200 now, we can potentially buy Xbox in the near future." So Timmy and Jerry invested their money and lost it all in the stock market. The moral of the story is don't trust the stock market. Baja today is greater than Baja tomorrow. Don't trust the stock market. And there's Larry, who explained it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's story.
I think Boo Bear enjoyed it.
Really twist ending too.
And I like that the only text on the second page is, the moral of the story is, don't trust the stock market.
I had to have a big reveal.
Perfect.
It was 2 pages, so I was shocked too.
He didn't stick to the one drawing, there were 2 drawings. Alright, cool. You ready for the next one?
Yeah, ready for the next one?
Let's see Matthew with reaction kinetics.
Combustion cookies and stellar stoichiometry. Sally and her friend May wanted to make some combustion cookies. Sally knew that the ingredients were chocolate, flour, and oranges. The chocolate and the flour come in a bundle of 1 chocolate with 4 flowers, and oranges are always sold in pairs. May knew that the cookie's final form was 1 chocolate and 2 oranges, but you still needed enough flour so that the cookies, when they were baking, didn't stick to the pan or the counter. But when you're using the flour, some of the oranges would get stuck to the flour, so you would have to account for those losses. For 2 cookies, how many bundles of orange pears did they need? They drew a picture with 2 cookies and 2 bundles, because that had the same amount of chocolate as the cookies they would need. Sally noticed 4 oranges on the cookies that were not on the ingredient side. So she added 2 pairs of oranges to the ingredient side. But now May noticed that there were 8 flowers on the chocolate flour bundles that were not on the cookie side. May doesn't believe in magic, so they can't have just disappeared. She added some orange-infused flour to the cookie side so that they don't stick. Now finally, Sally and May were proud that for the 2 cookies that they needed, they would need 4 orange pears, 2 flour bundles, and as a byproduct, they would also have to clean up 4 orange-infused flowers. The end.
It was good. I mean, again, it's chemistry, but this is methane combustion.
Yes, and I want to emphasize every single picture in there was accurately drawn with the, that was all perfect.
And I think there's a possibility that he spent a lot of time on the pictures, because I watched that 50 times while editing it, and I have no clue what it's about. And I have a master's degree. So.
Well, that's
not in chemistry.
Yeah.
In science.
And you don't cook with flour.
That's true. I usually use all-purpose flour, not the H flour, which I think is hydrogen or helium.
It was H flour, because the C is for carbon, the O orange is for oxygen. That's where that was coming from.
Flour, yeah, of course.
Cool. Let's get the next one. Let's get Quinn, the final one.
Hey there, little buddy. Today we're gonna go over my new book. This is How to Ledge Guard by Quinn Corcoran. Aw man, beat you again, says Broccoli. Man, I wish I could ledge guard like that, says the frowny Peach. Perhaps I can help. Look here, he says. This is a rough spot for Red Guy. Because B Guy is standing back, Red can't hit him. But if he tries to get past him, or regular get up, he might be able to sneak by. What can Black do to get around this? So B Guy should wait and react by standing at roll distance. From here, he can hit Red no matter what he chooses, as long as he reacts quickly. Then B-Man can repeat. You'll knock him off over and over again, and it's important to hold center stage, because Red has nowhere to go, that means. Wow, thank you, says Mr. Peach.
Okay. Anyone from the audience want to guess what that one was about?
Anybody play Smash Bros? One. Cool, so we got one.
It was something.
Okay, but I'm really proud of how I did that peach stuff.
Okay, the peach on the second page was good.
Yeah.
Yes, I spent like 15 minutes coming up with that peach.
So did it start as fruits, like doing something else, and then it transitioned into Smash? Or
Well, like, have you ever seen the movie Elf?
Yeah.
Kids love being able to relate to stuff. What's more vulnerable than a peach?
Yes.
Fair enough. I don't. Can you think of anything more vulnerable?
Not I.
All right. Well, there you go.
All right. Well, let's go on to story.
Oh man. Okay. I do think 1 point to Quinn. Unfortunately, I don't know how well executed the explanation.
But the peach was really
the
good.
peach was great. Yeah. I think 2 points to the stock market explanation, because although the advice, to invest was there in the beginning. I know it was good, but I think the problem is, historically at least, investing in the stock market is a very sound decision. I think you're steering children in the wrong way.
I have 4 numbers for you. 2008.
Not the Great Depression, but 2008. All right, 2 points to John.
Yes, 2 points to John. I think 3 points to the D&D explanation, because you're right. I think it ran out of budget of the paper, which means, oh man. So we have the subjugating Europe and the chemistry explanation. I think so. The drawings were excellent in Ethan, so I think I'm going to give him 5 points and 4 points to Matt. So that's my final decision.
Woo! 5 points to Ethan. All right, awesome. Awesome. Yeah, Ethan's drawings were awesome. So let's.
Two more for Matt.
Yeah, 2 more for
Did I only give him
Just
2?
because I got last place on the first 2 challenges doesn't mean it's going to continue.
Well, so there were 2 points already here, and I was like, oh, Matt gets 4, so I gave him 2, so he had 4. I see what I did wrong. All right. Thank you for keeping me accountable, guys. Accountability is super important. Yeah, round of applause for accountability. All right, cool. Speaking of accountability, we're gonna find some pennies.
Hello, Brandon.
Hello, Matthew.
Got oatmeal with pennies.
There are pennies in these pools.
Don't like what I'm seeing.
You don't like them?
I think it's more about the toppings that he chose.
It smells yummy. And it's hot. Okay. I'm scared.
The timer is already going. Interesting.
Find the most pennies from 2020.
Find the most pennies from 2020.
You have 5 minutes. The time started when you sat down at the table. Oh! No.
You have 5 minutes. Your time started when you sat down at the table. That's not fair.
That's when you sat down at the table. Okay. 2020. We need some car keys. I know people have changed things in their cars. I know I got one in my car. I don't want to go through all of these.
You can see the year. It's covered in oatmeal. It's not oatmeal.
This is hot. I don't even know what 2020 pennies look like.
How do you see where the year is? Hang on a second. Are they all going to be in one mold? Are there any 2020 pennies in here? Well, I sure hope so.
We're going to try to get them all out first, and then I will try to go through them. It's so stunning.
Abhishek, why was the first thought go to a car to find pennies?
Alright, so I misread it. I thought it said 2020s. So if it was anything from the 2020s, I know I have a ton of pennies sitting in my car, so it could have worked.
Okay, I have 0 pennies sitting in my car.
I also have 0 pennies sitting in my car. I have 2 rolls of pennies in my house because of this drawer. So, yeah, in case it wasn't clear, bowls of oatmeal, pennies in the oatmeal, classic oatmeal topping. Let's see how Abhishek did. Oh, hold on, and Ethan, and Johnathan, and Quinn. So everybody else, let's see how they did.
2020. I need some car keys. I know people have changed things in their cars. I know I've got pennies in my car. I don't want to go through all of these. How do you see where the year is? Are they all going to be in one bowl? 2017. Are there any 2020 pennies in here for me?
Well, I sure hope so.
I can't even see the year. It's covered in oatmeal. 2022. Oh my goodness.
Do you have pennies anywhere else in this apartment?
They do. There you go. I'll just hold on to that for you.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have pennies in your wallet? We'll just include that one there. Are there even pennies from 2020? I'm trying to get them all out first, and then I will try to go through them. It's so slimy.
It's oatmeal.
They're so gooey. They're covered in goo.
This is hot. I don't even know what 2020 pennies look like. Are any of these from 2020? Oh, here's one. Here's 2020. It's 2.
This isn't even American.
Like I'm gonna use a spoon. As a Filipino, I have great adeptness in using a spoon. I could have used the kitchen for this.
I'm mashing the pennies in the oatmeal.
2019. Did you put any 2020 pennies in it? 2020 is the 3rd.
Alright.
What's this? Hang on a second. Is this one from 2020? Yeah, okay.
I'm not even going to be able to read these. 2020. Are you okay with oatmeal going down your sink?
I'm gonna wash these. 2020. That's 3. 2020. That's 4.
This is a warm oatmeal.
2020. That's 1.
That's 2.
2020.
2020. No blueberry. More.
There's gotta be something else that goes somewhere around here. There's gotta be a stash of pennies.
I'm not gonna find anything else, so.
No more in the kitchen. Oh wait, do you have some? Yeah, I'll take some. Do you have a few? Oh,
There you go.
Thank you, John.
thank you for these oatmeal cans.
Are you asking for a penny from 2020?
Yeah, I was just curious if you wanted one.
Oh, yes, I would love one.
Okay.
I believe this is the last I'll check. That's Canadian.
Alright, thank you, Quinn. Bye. Bye.
What they didn't show, conveniently, was edited out, was Brantl being like, hey, have a seat.
Yeah.
I think I stood for every other task. No! Like every other task, I did not sit down at the table.
Yeah, but I asked you to sit for this one.
Fair enough.
So there were 5 pennies. There was 1 in each bowl of oatmeal from 2020. 5 pennies in 2020. There were like 50 pennies total. 1 in my pocket. So if they just asked, I gave it to them. And then 1 on the counter behind them. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Straightforward. So who had the most pennies?
So who had the most pennies was Johnathan had 5 pennies. Abhishek and Quinn both had 4, Matt had 3, Ethan had 2, and I did that anticlimactically. I should have done it in reverse order, my bad.
That's fine. No, solid performance from everybody.
And Matt was convinced not only that there weren't pennies for 2020, but again, like the hot water, that I had hid them in other places
Well,
around
we
the
just
house.
found out that Abhishek had a stash in his car, so we're not out of the realm of possibility.
And you know what, this time you did hide a penny.
Yeah, it was fair.
I'm starting to side with Matt a little bit.
He also He also said the U.S. Treasury should have stopped minting pennies in 2020. I asked him, he was very passionate about that. Presumably to not waste copper and zinc.
Along those lines, yes.
But then I want to be able to do stuff like this, so we need pennies. So do you want to just go down the way they did it?
Yeah, I think down the line. So first place would be.
So we're going to do, Ethan will get 1 point for 5th place, and then Matt will get 2 points for 4th. Quinn and Abhishek come joint 2nd with 4 points each, and then John gets 5 points. Give it up for John.
Right.
Next we're going on to a chore that everybody dreads doing, but it's like you have to do around the house. It's finding Waldo. Can we cue that up?
Hello.
Where is
Have a seat.
Brandon?
Where's Brandon?
We're missing something.
It's like a map of some sort.
I don't like that Brandon's not here.
I have a sinking suspicion I know what's coming up here.
Find Waldo.
Find Waldo.
Find Waldo.
Find Waldo. Find Waldo.
Fastest wins. Your time starts now. Who is Waldo?
Waldo usually wears, was it red and white striped clothing? Did he Photoshop Waldo out of this?
Don't think we're looking for one here, so.
Is Brandon Waldo?
Brandon's got to be somewhere dressed as Waldo.
I think Brandon's Waldo.
I'm just gonna sit down and look at it. There's no way around this.
They were on to you pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think most people immediately figured out what was going on. But there's no way around it. You just had to look at the paper. So let's watch John look at that paper for too long.
Find Waldo. Fastest means your time starts now. Waldo usually wears, was it red and white striped clothing and a blue hat. I'm just gonna sit down and look at it. There's no way around this. I'm not seeing him in any of the art. Well, there's two strategies. You could do this like sequentially, looking at every person, or you could just look at places randomly. There's some people dressed very similarly, and I feel like that's cruel. What would be really funny is if there wasn't Waldo on here at all. I can't remember if Waldo wears glasses or not. I think he does, but that might be the Mandela effect. Is this Waldo? This is an interesting history museum. They're currently being robbed. Is that Waldo? I'm gonna take a moment to let my eyes reset. I am just going through it line by line. It's gonna be really funny if Waldo doesn't do that. Is this Waldo? And now I'm just kind of looking around almost at random, hoping something will catch my eye. There's robbers, there's kids, there's like a mom with a similar outfit. Double checking the artwork again. Double checking the exhibits specifically, not just the crowd. I have found Waldo. Hello, Waldo. Hello. Do I get the Mountain Dew Baja as a reward? You do. Fantastic. Thank you, John. Thank you. Have a nice one, David. You as well.
So how long did John stare at that Waldo paper for?
Do you want to have a guess?
Boy. Well, 4 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 minutes from 3 different camera angles means 30 minutes of me watching him look at that paper.
I was so convinced that Waldo was on that paper. I can't even begin to describe it.
And as you could see, there was on the paper, check the pantry. So I did Photoshop Waldo out, I think Quinn had said that, and in place of Waldo, I put check the pantry.
It's really hard to find words when you're looking for a person.
Yeah, it's totally fair. So let's see, we're gonna see if anyone else can find the words check the pantry a little sooner. We're gonna see Abhishek, Ethan, and Quinn next.
Did he Photoshop Waldo out of this? I'm usually pretty good at these. Is this Waldo? Nope.
Is Brandon Waldo?
I don't know.
Don't think we're looking for one here, so.
Brandon's got to be somewhere dressed as Waldo.
Do we have a reference image of Waldo?
I found him.
No?
I think Brandon's Waldo. Just in case I get jump scared here. Make sure I'm well strapped.
That's gotta be.
Just there, so you mess with me. Oh, there he is.
Call me Costa.
I found you. I found Yeah, sorry about that. Alright, thank you, Ethan. My spoils. Au revoir.
The trigger discipline on the water gun is impressive.
Safety first.
SWAT team going into the pantry, seeing if Waldo's armed. I mean,
And then he took me away. His spoils of war, is what he said.
excellent, excellent.
So we had John come in at 10 minutes, and then we had Quinn, 1 minute, 41 seconds. Ethan, 45 seconds. The only reason it was that long is because he loaded the water gun on a time-sensitive task. Sure.
Gotta be careful.
I should get a 10-second.
Safety first, volume 2. And then Abhishek at 31 seconds. So currently, Abhishek's in first, and then Ethan, Quinn, and then John.
Where's Matt?
Where's Matt? I get it. Let's see how long Matt stares at the paper before he realizes what's going on.
Find Waldo, fastest wins, your time starts now. Is Brandy dressed up as Waldo?
Excellent, excellent.
I had to put on a bit of a show with the poster taped out front. I'd never seen it before today, so I had to pretend I knew what I was looking at for at least a minute.
The swagger with which you walk away after doing that.
I felt pretty good that I had a 5-point round right there.
I mean, it pans out in the time.
In 5 seconds. So what do you say? We just go down the line with this one?
I think we just go down the line. Yeah, so first place to Matt.
So I'm just going to read off the points. I'm going to try to add this up in my head. We got Abhishek at 17, Ethan at 18, John at 15, and then Matt and Quinn joint fourth with, is that 13? Oh, I was doing that right. Yeah, 13. Cool. Let's give a round. Alright, awesome. We have one more chore, and then we're going to have a short intermission, so everyone needs to use the bathroom, get a drink, whatever, we can do that. So let's get into our next chore, which is, it speaks for itself. Let's just play the video.
Two pieces of paper this time. Got some white out, we got a long letter. Chicken nugget biscuit agreement.
I guess I should start here and not with the paper behind it.
Properly sign this legal document.
Properly sign this legal document. Fastest wins.
Fastest wins.
Fastest wins. Your time starts now.
Your time starts now. Oh boy.
Well, to properly sign a legal document, you must first read it, because your signage is a legal seal, seeing that you agree to all contents in it. Okay, I see a party A signature. I see another party A signature, and I see another party A signature.
Am I party A or party B? This agreement is entered into between party A, you, the reader, and party B, me, the writer.
Collectively referred to as the parties. With respect to the preparation, assembly, and consumption of a chicken nugget biscuit, we have to refer to as the nugget biscuit.
Well, hang on a second. Is there mashed potatoes over there? I just have to sign this, but there's a bunch of rules for how I sign it. Okay.
Measured response.
Yeah, I think everyone was pretty on point there. Again, Matt convinced there was a closet somewhere with hot water, pennies, and mashed potatoes. And
there was Waldo in a closet, though.
Yeah, okay, a pantry, but yes. I mean, the key word there, what do you think the key word in that drawer was?
I think Ethan said.
I think Ethan said it. Properly signed. Yeah. Properly signed means you have to read the whole thing first. Obviously, you're going to read the whole agreement, right?
Yeah, who wouldn't read the whole agreement?
I can't think of anybody, but let's watch Abhishek and John first.
Just wins.
I'm assuming this is all just party.
I will assume I'm party A. I hope you're not stealing my pantry or something. Really funny if I'm not party A.
I don't know what you're making me sign there, and I don't know if I can pull it up.
That's, nothing.
Alright. I just stopped the time. Appreciate your support and your contributions. Stop it.
This looks just like a recipe, is that correct?
It's a legal document.
Can I take it with me to review?
You can do that.
Yeah. Alright, very well. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Boy.
Oh boy.
So they signed every single line. Yeah.
Yeah, initial ones where it said, where they thought they had to initial, signed the ones they thought they had to sign. Abhishek said, I don't know what you're having me sign here.
I mean, as far as I knew, I was signing my way to 5 points. That's what I was doing.
I mean, classically, everybody knows you should just sign things that people put in front of you.
That's what I do. The waiter puts a menu in front of me, I sign that. I'm flattered he wanted my signature.
I'm genuinely concerned for my future.
Sorry, not your future, just your children's who signed over. So, to be clear, the thing they signed was called the Chicken Nugget Biscuit Agreement, and it was about the assembly, procurement, and enjoyment of a chicken nugget biscuit. Let's see how the others did. Yeah.
Well, to properly sign a legal document, you must first read it, because your signage is a legal seal, seeing that you read all contents in it. So the first thing to do is to do a skim. Okay, I see a party A signature. It is double-sided. I see another party A signature, and I see another party A signature.
Am I party A or party B? Well, hang on a second. Is there mashed potatoes over there? I just have to sign this, but there's a bunch of rules for how I sign it.
This is a legal document, so it is binding. Let us read it.
Consumption of a chicken nugget biscuit. Okay. Party A should be responsible for ensuring the chicken nugget is properly inserted. I don't have to do that though, I just have to sign this. Where is the nugget biscuit?
Alright, well now I think I can start skipping. Party A is responsible for the nugget insertion.
My eyes are scanning for phrases like, if this, then sign. As party A appears hesitant to dip the nugget biscuit into mashed potatoes or barbecue sauce, party B may use verbal encouragement, including the phrase, yum yum gimme.
Party B would have to say yum yum gimme. If party A first name begins with a letter found in the first half of the English alphabet, it does. N is in the first half. Party A must initial, otherwise leave this blank. Okay.
Unless otherwise instructed, Party A must initial to confirm understanding of the dispute resolution procedure and agree to follow it in the event of any conflict. Can you instruct me otherwise, please?
I couldn't.
Will you instruct me otherwise?
The party must sign a date if barbecue sauce is mandatory. Okay, so barbecue sauce is optional. Otherwise, use the date the Declaration of Independence was ratified.
If mediation is the first step in trying to resolve a conflict, do not sign this page. Otherwise, sign this page anywhere other than on the
Call Emma. Can you tell me not to initial here so I don't have to figure out whether or not I have to initial here?
No, you do your initial there.
Why, thank you very much. Okay, I'll call you if I need anything else.
They source the nugget from any reputable fast food establishment. Is that like Chick-fil-A? I feel like I'm losing a lot of time by reading this. I mean, I'm not reading it that carefully.
Okay, I'm assigning this page to acknowledge their understanding of the...
Unless instructed otherwise, party A must sign and date this page to acknowledge their understanding of the grounds for termination. I mean, have I been instructed otherwise somewhere? I believe this will hold up in court. Thank you, Quinn. I'm kind of in this no man's land between speed and accuracy here. I've signed it 4 times, so I leave it blank. All right, hopefully I signed that right.
Then I'll initial this page.
All right. Thank you, Ethan.
Thank you.
Good stuff. So, throughout the document, there were some things. The first thing was initial if your name starts between A and M. The first 13 letters of the alphabet. So everybody did that correctly. Abhishek and John, by pure luck. And it goes on, there are different rules. The second one, you're supposed to use the date of the Declaration of Independence is ratified. Matt said that the date it was signed is not the date it was ratified. The definition of ratification is the action of signing or giving formal consent to a contract.
So it depends on, historically with Congress and people being able to sign it at different times, July 4th was not a historically significant day according to the diaries of the Founding Fathers, so I just want to emphasize that.
Well, according to the diaries of the Founding Fathers, Brandon.
I mean, that's a good point, but he messed up in other places, so I don't know if it matters.
Well, let's find those other places then, yeah.
They just had to sign page 3, no tricks there. Initial and date, page 4, no tricks there. It said otherwise, you were instructed not to sign page 5 in the middle of the page. So Ethan got that, but everybody else missed it. Now, technically, Quinn was instructed otherwise, it just wasn't on the document, so I don't know how you want to handle that.
I mean, I think he was instructed. Don't sign this page.
Yes, so now the next one said to sign the page not on the given line. Emma told him not to sign that page, so he didn't sign the page. You were still supposed to sign it, the instructions were just not on the given line. How do you want to handle that one?
That was a little trickier.
Did he get it or did he not?
No.
That's what I was
I don't know.
was that a no from Emma? No.
Jesus, legal representation.
Yeah, no, I think for the sake of the points, we can allow it if he got everything else right.
He did get everything else right because those are the 2 tricky ones. The last one was to sign and date the final page. If you had signed it an odd number of times, Quinn didn't sign and date that, but technically he didn't sign it an odd number of times because he cheated on the 2 before.
It's not cheating, it's hustling, just because I think outside the box.
He's on the grind. So, but otherwise, yes. And then Ethan read the whole thing. So let's do times. So John got 1 minute 55 seconds, impressively fast, but still wrong. Abhishek 2 minutes 3 seconds, and then we got other people who read it. We have Matthew at 11:23, Quinn at 12:48, Ethan at 20 minutes and 29 seconds. But he's the only one who signed the whole thing correctly. So, according to what you said.
So I think 5 points to Ethan definitely, and I think we can give 2 points to Quinn for ingenuity.
All right, 5 points to Ethan, 2 points to Quinn. We give a round of applause. Quinn's at 15. Ethan is killing it at 23. Give a round of applause for Ethan. Now, I have something very special planned. We signed a legal document. And when you sign a legal document, you have to then follow through. Don't worry, guys. You have to then follow through with what you signed. So here we have biscuit, chicken nuggets, mashed potatoes, and barbecue sauce. Ethan, I was the writer. You were party A, I was party B. Can we fulfill the agreement here, live on stage?
Sure. Do you have?
It wasn't countersigned.
Oh yeah, where's my copy? Where's my copy?
Nugget, biscuit, nugget in a biscuit.
You guys could have had this. I didn't hear a patented yum yum gimme from either party in this ball. The contract says nothing about the integrity of the Nugget of Biscuit. You must do it all the Alright, thanks folks. We have our intermission.
Yeah, we have our intermission, guys. So we're gonna turn on the house lights, everyone go to the bathroom, get a drink of water. We have some chores that we made only one of each contestant do. Those will be playing on the screen behind us. They're not worth any points, but if you don't need to go to the bathroom, you can just hang around and watch them. But if you do, please go to the bathroom because there's no other breaks in the show.
5 extra tasks. Look at that.
You guys have 10 minutes.
Hi Nick, hi Brendan, hi Cheryl. Find out Cheryl's favorite meal using only yes or no questions. Every time Cheryl answers, you must affirm her answer. Also, you must speak in a pirate's accent. Oh, this is easy for me. Fastest win, your time starts now.
Are he be allergic to gluten? Yes. Yes, he'd be allergic to gluten. You don't have to talk in the pirate accent. It's only one of us. Does it contain a green vegetable?
Yes.
Yes, it contains a green vegetable. Is it from an Indian cuisine?
No.
No, it is not from India. Is it Chinese, American, European dish, Portuguese, German?
No.
Not German, no. Let's go back to vegetables. It does contain a green vegetable. Is it broccoli, green beans, bell peppers? Is it a soup? Do you have a favorite dish? Lettuce, faux meat, like?
No.
No, it is not faux meat. Can I have your father's phone number, please?
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hello, Lewis. This be Quinn, Brendan's friend. I'm currently speaking in a pirate accent because I'm trying to complete one of his chores, and it requires me to ask yes or no questions to find out your lovely wife's favorite meal. I've narrowed it down to vegetarian, but I've not gotten much farther. Would you be able to tell me, may you tell me, what her favorite meal is? This is a time-sensitive question, and if you do not get back in the next 30 minutes or so, unfortunately, I hopefully will not have need of it by then. But thank you anyway. Is it Italian?
Yes.
It is Italian. I forgot the most famous one. Cucumbers in it. Pizza, broccoli raw, celery, kale, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, zucchini, is it avocado, artichoke, ratatouille, caprese salad. Are there better questions I could be asking?
Yes.
Will you allow Brandon to tell me the name of your dish?
No.
Okay, no, you won't allow it.
I wouldn't say.
Is it eggplant? Does
Yes.
it contain eggplant? Yes, it is eggplant. It contains
Yes.
eggplant. Is it an eggplant rolantini?
Yes.
Ah, it's an eggplant rolantini!
Stop the clock at 11:38.
Specifically, a rollatini.
I hope everyone else fumbles as hard as I do. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. And I will see you all next time.
Alright, thank you, Gwen.
Yarr!
Bye. Bye, Quinn.
Bye, Gwen.
Hello.
Blow up and tie off 10 balloons. After blowing up a balloon, you must say, "Wow, that's a big balloon," with great enthusiasm. A blown up balloon may not touch the floor. Fastest wins. Time starts now.
Oh, are you to say something?
Wow, that's a big balloon. Yay! Wow, that's a big balloon. 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 Yoink. Yoink. Wow, that's a big balloon. Wow, that's a big balloon. Wow, that's a big balloon. Yes. Wow, that's a big balloon.
Wow, that's a big balloon!
Alright, I've stopped your time at 1:55. Thank you.
Bye.
Hello, Brandon. Hello, Matt. Put Deanna's Crocs on your hands. Fastest wins. Your time started when you said the word Crocs. Where are Deanna's Crocs? Oh, Brandon! Give me that Croc. Where's the other Croc? It's outside. I asked you about that already. Sorry. Where's the other Croc? Yeah. It's not downstairs, man. Oh, he's giving me hints. Is it in there? Ah, there it is. Alright. Good job. Thanks, Matt. Thank you, Brandon. You're welcome. I'll just put these here at the stairs for you. Thank you. I play at full speed.
An empty table says suspicious. Say the most Balix and random quotes you have 1 minute. Justice isn't always fair, but justice...
Hold on.
Okay.
Something hasn't started yet.
Say the most Balix and random quotes. You have 1 minute, your time starts now.
Alright.
Okay.
You didn't say that.
Sorry. Justice isn't always fair, but justice always prevails. Hoagie on the wall. Who's the hokest of them all? Oncala barrier. Appalachian forage. What's in the pantry? What's in the fridge? Freeze! Am I Kind-Eyed Joe? It's Baggles. I'm gonna count that. You're like a brother to me, Brandon.
Alright.
I wasn't counting.
It's also Balix and Brandon, not Alex and Brandon.
No! I went to like 3 from the show.
Thanks, John. Alright, thank you. To second half, Choremaster. Yeah, can I have some sort of audio cue that people are enjoying themselves? Will you clap?
Yeah, there we go.
I'm going to request some help from John. Can you take off my jacket?
Whoa!
I just want to show off this shirt. I was telling my good friend, Joe Grado, about the show. I was just telling him about it. And then he made me a t-shirt out of nowhere. For free. And it's amazing, and he's a great guy. So thank you, Joe. I just got to show it off because I'm stoked about it. And I don't know what it's made out of, but it's great. There we go. All right, thank you.
Yeah, Brandon.
Woo! Thank you, Joe. All right, so yeah, we just have another chore, and it's I've used this joke a million times. I'm going to use it again. It's one that we all do around the house, right? I mean, come on, guys, it's relatable stuff. Let's cue it up. Come out.
I'm scared of oranges. It smells like an orange.
Are you hungry?
For oranges? I could use some citrus.
Something tells me I have to peel these. It is a gloves off kind of thing.
Put an orange on a stick.
Put an orange on a stick. Fastest wins. Fastest wins. Fastest wins. Your time starts now. Orange on a stick.
Your time starts now. Well, it's gotta be an orange, not a time.
A stick. What kind of stick?
You gotta have sticks outside. Oh yeah, you're right. Simple household chore. Put an orange on a stick.
Put an orange on a stick. You know, slacking off. Hey, Johnny, put an orange on a stick.
Right, teaches them discipline.
Teaches them discipline, teaches them what they're going to be doing probably 40 hours a week when they're an adult.
Right.
And orange.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a stick. Just an orange.
That's what I do.
No other fruits, perhaps?
Well, like those fruits in the basket that you lost to?
Certainly not a tomato. That sounds like a 1-point fruit to me. Alright, so first we're going to see Matt and Quinn. Let's see Matt and Quinn put an orange on a stick.
Your time starts now. Well, it's gotta be an orange, not a clementine. I mean, does the spoon have this? Maybe we stick to this. I guess I'm gonna go there. I think that's the move.
Fastest wins, your time starts now.
You gotta have space on the side.
I think of outside. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Quinn.
Thank you.
Thanks, Matt. Thank you. Classic household chore. Bye, Matt.
I didn't think of the orange on a stick, but
I mean, it's an orange on a stick.
yeah.
It's an orange on a stick.
I decided that would be faster than trying to poke the orange.
Right.
This was I did run across the road past a tree though.
Yeah, well, I mean, you made up for it in putting an orange on a stick. I think Quinn just saw like the first tree out there. Yeah, just went for it.
I just picked up the first like brown stickish thing I saw on the ground and stabbed the orange with it.
Yeah, and we have a lot of dogs in our neighborhoods here. Lucky was a stick. Yeah, so I mean, Matt was right. You know, putting it on top would be faster, but only it wasn't because he got 36 seconds and Quinn got 19 seconds. So right now, Quinn's in first, Matt is in second. Why don't we see how the others did?
Okay.
Your time starts now. Stick, what kind of stick?
Fastest wins, your time starts now. Alright, here's your reserve barbecue utensils. Is this a stick? It's a metal stick. Does the stick have to be wooden? I'm gonna make a search just in case there's just better stick candidates out here.
I mean, it's a stick, right?
It's not your vibe. I gotta read this. Put an orange on a stick. It's an honor. It's an honor.
There you have a check.
Put the orange on a stick. Fastest wins, your time starts now.
Alright. Alright, thank you, John.
I saw this common misconception, I'm sure.
Do you want the times first?
Yes, yeah.
So let's look at the times. So we had Ethan with 1 minute, Abhishek with 14 seconds, and John clocking in at 4 seconds, putting an orange on a stick.
Was it an orange?
Was it a stick?
Was it a stick?
Let's you know,
Was it a
we
stick?
can have a
Was it an
philosophical debate on what a stick is, but I want to know if that's an orange.
I mean, Matt said something really poignant.
Yeah.
I want to hear what Matt said again. Can we hear what Matt said again?
Well, it's gotta be an orange, not a clementine.
What was that?
A clementine.
The old clementine on a scissor.
Well, the scissor is like a long and thin piece of metal, and definitionally speaking, a stick can be considered a long and thin object, such as a stick of dynamite.
Absolutely. But it's a clementine.
It's a clementine. And parents don't tell their kids to put clementines on scissors. That's dangerous.
Well, as long as they're not running.
But otherwise, I mean, the only other argument that I could see possible is, did they put the things on a stick? So I actually made a little chart to describe what is a stick.
The
So
stickishness.
the stickishness of an item.
Right.
So a knife is less stickish than a knife sharpener is less stickish than a stick.
Right.
How do you feel about this?
I mean, I think the fact that you can use the word stick as a verb to describe what you can do with a knife, like you can stick someone with a knife.
True, and I mean the definition of a stick is a thin piece of wood or a long thin piece of something, such as a stick of dynamite.
Right.
I mean, also the handle is often made of wood, which is basically a stick. So it's basically sharp object.
Abhishek, was the knife that you put your orange on made of wood?
It's a plastic stick. It doesn't have to be wood.
And did you use the handle of your knife to stab your orange?
It was technically on top of the orange was on top of the handle. It was above the handle.
Well, there's also an argument to be said, if you saw the video, that the orange was beneath the knife when he stabbed it. And there's lots of...
Yeah, I also want to say, just because you can stick something as a verb doesn't really make it, shouldn't be the bar for if something can be a stick. I can stick my foot out. That doesn't make my foot a stick.
I think so.
I disagree.
Well, Choremaster?
Given the surprising amount of evidence and hostility from the other contestants, my cold heart remains cold. I don't think the knife is a stick.
So first place ripped from the jaws of Abhishek and placed directly into Quinn's hands. 5 points to Quinn!
Yep. Yes. So,
and we will score up. So what are we looking at?
5 points to Quinn.
5 points to Quinn.
That would be 4 points to Matt. 3 points to Ethan.
4.
And then no points to our friends at
Because they didn't complete the chore. I know.
You got plenty of time.
We got plenty of time and some more chores coming. So, let's just check the scoreboard. How are we doing? It looks like Quinn is clocking in at 20, which is impressive. He's catching up to Ethan, who's on 26 right now. John on 15. Matt and Abhishek tied for third with 17. Can we give it a round of applause for that? Because these guys, let's be fair, they're doing what no man has dared to do. Putting an orange on a stick. let's get into the next chore, shall we?
Hey! Oh man, that's a Filipino. I'm excited for this. Rice. That's all I have to say about that. I smell a fox. Rice. Spoon. This might be gloves off partition. Wearing off a scalp around. There's a bell. There's a spoon.
Spoon the most rice from bowl A to bowl B.
You may not move the bowls.
The rice may not touch anything other than the bowls and the spoon.
When you hear the bell name a color, you must stop spooning rice if you repeat a color or fail to name a color before the next bell rings.
Your time starts when you touch the spoon.
Whew. Okay, I can prep myself. I gotta read that again. Rice may not touch anything other than the bowls and the spoon?
Mm-hmm.
No alternate spoons?
Do I have to use this spoon? Because I feel like if I had a bigger spoon, I could spoon more rice.
Do I have to assume that this is the spoon? I'm assuming that.
Do you have like a big spoon? Like a cooking spoon?
Would you consider a ladle a spoon?
Alright, those are some big spoons.
If I fail to name a color or I repeat a color when you ring the bell, my time is up.
I have the perfect strat for this. Okay. I'm gonna name colors in hexadecimal. If I know how to count, as a computer engineer, I should be able to know how to count. I will be ready.
Hexadecimal, huh?
Yeah, them RGB values, you know?
I mean, I guess they're colors, sure.
There's an argument to be made that the task is pretty simple, right? Spoon rice, name colors. You repeat a color or fail to name a color, stop spoon rice.
Right, with the spoon.
With the spoon.
Right.
The spoon.
The spoon.
We all read the document.
We all read the chore. So, it was pretty straightforward, and...
Don't touch the bowls.
Don't touch the bowls. Don't move the bowls.
Right, don't move the bowls.
Okay. And then the other thing was name colors. So, used hexadecimal. We'll see if that counts as a name. So let's watch that. Let's see Ethan and John.
If I know how to count, as a computer engineer, I should be able to know how to count. I will be ready.
Red. Blue. Green.
Zero, 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 one. Zero, 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 two. Zero, 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 two.
Orange. Yellow. Cyan.
Sorry.
Cyan. C-Y-A-N.
Cyan.
Yeah.
000005, 000006, 000007, 000008, 000009,
Magenta. Black. White. Gray.
000012, 000013, 000014. I feel like I'm brute forcing a combination one.
Indigo. Maroon. Can I hold my hand up against the hole to steady it?
You can't move it. There's nothing about studying as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
0001C,
Blue.
000020, white.
Structures. Gray.
You said gray already.
Dang it. Alright. Thank you.
F, F0, AA0000, AADBCC. That's all the rice.
Thank you, Ethan.
Thank you.
Bye.
Two very different approaches.
Very good. So Ethan and John, let's just look at some numbers. John spooned 315 grams, or 4,725 grains of rice. And Ethan spooned 706 grams, or 10,500 grains of rice.
That's a lot of rice.
That's a lot of rice and a lot of time. John named 15 colors, respectively. Ethan named 52 colors, and we were there for 8 minutes and 45 seconds of him just counting in hexadecimal. I rang the bell every 10 seconds, so every 10 seconds, I heard 00001C.
Well, to be fair, I did hear 51 of those hexadecimal and then one blue.
That's right. I made sure not to collide with a 0000FF.
Right.
Okay. We are sure that none of those hexadecimals were blue, or could be classified as blue.
All of those hexadecimals could be classified as blue, just a really, really dark shade.
So what I'm hearing is we should have stopped as soon as he said blue.
Well, that's up to the Choremaster.
I think we're okay. I mean,
Show me one crayon box with any of that.
The Chor said to name colors. Are we allowing this?
Yeah, no, I think it's a very creative use of having a name color.
Alright. Yeah. Cool. Well, it sounds like we're in agreement there. Then let's move on to Abhishek, Matt, and Quinn.
Do I have to use this spoon? Because I feel like if I had a bigger spoon, I could spoon more rice. Is that allowed? That's probably allowed.
Do I have to assume that this is the spoon? I'm assuming that.
Alright, those are some big spoons.
A bigger spoon.
I am assuming this refers to the spoon I decide to touch. Would you consider a legal spoon?
Do you like a big spoon? Like a cooking spoon? Oh, there we go. Alright, here we go.
Red. Blue. I will be choosing. This is my spoon.
Blue.
Red. Green. Yellow. Purple. Pink.
Red.
Yellow.
Green.
Orange. Magenta.
Green. Blue. Orange. Yellow. Brown. Eggshell.
Black. Periwinkle. Cerulean. Viridian. Chartreuse.
You're not moving the ball though, alright?
What counts as moving the ball?
Alright, stop there. You think you completed the short?
I don't think so.
Thank you, Abhishek. Blue?
Oh, you're
repeat. Alright.
trying to go down the rainbow and then I forgot to skip blue.
Thank you, Matthew. luck, alright?
But I'm sure I'll probably.
Thank you, Quinn.
Thank you.
They were hiding extra colors somewhere else.
That's true, they were.
Well, I mean, seems pretty straightforward. I saw some different strategies
Different
here.
strategies. We'll say what they did. So Abhishek did 642 grams, Matthew did 439 grams, and Quinn did 715 grams of rice. So give it up for that. I mean, that's a lot of rice. We're a zero waste facility here. The rice that didn't fall on the ground, I just poured into a bag and have been cooking and eating. And I have not made it through half of it. So I mean, that was a lot of rice that they moved. Abhishek did use 2 spoons. It said the spoon. Now there's a whole argument to be said about whether or not it was the spoon in front of them or the spoon in the drawer.
Right.
Because the is prescriptive. It describes a specific one, where A is a little more general.
In his defense, the spoon could be the role that an object fulfills. So maybe the plastic thing fulfills the role of the spoon when he touched it.
Yes,
And then the ladle fulfills. Yeah, I represent him. He has the right to remain silent.
Right. I'm hearing you. I disagree.
And he did use 2.
He did use 2 spoons.
But if you disagree, does that mean that you're also going to rule out people who use spoons from the drawer, not the spoon in front of them?
Well, no. Like if you, as like a person, said that this is the spoon that I'm going to use, then you'd use the spoon.
Yeah. So like, it's not the spoon as in like the spoon in front of them, but it's like the spoon. Like I'm the guy. Like it's the spoon. If you're ever going to use a spoon, it's this one.
Right. Yeah.
Which fits much better with a bigger spoon than a little rinky-dinky plastic thing.
I mean, I wouldn't use the little.
Because that's the spoon. It's a big spoon.
Now, all of this is fine and dandy, but the chore was that the rice was not allowed to touch anything other than the spoon and the bowls.
Right. Well, clearly we saw the rice touch other things, correct?
It may have.
Okay.
Why don't we see if the rice touched something other than spoon or bowl?
Like the air.
The rice may not touch anything other than the bowls and the spoon. Alright. There.
Right. Sorry, Quinn.
So that's 5 points for all of us, right?
No.
I think I had the least amount of rice touching non-spoon bowl things based on those clips.
Is the least amount no rice?
Well, least times
It's
0
close.
is still 0 points. So I think that's pretty conclusive.
I think we're calling it 0
Yeah, I
across the
think it's
board.
0 across the board, guys. Sorry, chores have to be done correctly. Yeah. Good sportsmanship. I liked it better than when they were fighting.
I do like it better when they were cutthroat.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we still have one more chore, so let's see what it is. Hello. Welcome. So, if you could don your personal protective equipment, PPE, personal protective equipment, personal protective equipment, personal protective equipment, before the chore.
I have a feeling I'm going to need it.
Yeah.
They smell pretty nice.
I'm curious who I'm staying visible for.
These are very similar to the safety glasses that I have at work.
Yeah. Wow, you look amazing.
Build the tallest structure. You have 10 minutes.
Your time starts now.
Alright, well, we got these, but that's not going to get me very far.
There are things here, but I want to use them. I'm going to use the table. So if I stick something to the house.
If I'm trying to build tall, I don't know if the ceiling is the limit. Or if it's the tallest structure, is there a way to get on the roof?
A building or other
object constructed from several parts.
I guess that means that it has to be connected in some way. I think the fridge would probably be the best to be able to right now.
Pretty straightforward. Very detailed structure, right? Build a tall structure. I gave him a box of Jenga bricks, some twine, and some tape.
Nice.
And PPE.
Of course. I'm glad to see everybody wore the PPE.
Safety verse.
Safety Volume 2.
Volume 2.
Volume 2.
All right. Well, let's start off with Abhishek and John and see how they did. What are you thinking, John?
I'm thinking that it doesn't say I only have to use the blocks.
That's pretty tall.
Not tall enough.
Better do this.
Alright, we're getting into some diabolical lights here. Going to be taping this little bundle together. To make the tape long enough.
Sorry to waste your favorite hat.
Alright, that is 2 in the ceiling.
Alright, how much does that add?
It's 30 inches. So,
can I count the table? I will count the table.
Okay.
It is the base of the structure.
Okay.
I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Alright, you want to stop now?
I'm stopping here, yes.
Alright.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Oh, and I assume you want the best bag.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, have a good one.
You too. Upstairs, son.
Sorry for how everything's backwards.
Do we have examples of other things that are backwards in Ohio?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I mean, all which things, yes.
Yes-anding is backwards in Ohio.
Yeah, I guess so. No, I feel like, nice structure building.
John was very confident in this one, and he got 6 feet 6 inches. So far, Abhishek got 7 feet 10 inches. So far, John's been second.
Okay.
And Abhishek, at the end, I told him his height, and he tried to bargain for it. He said, let's make it an even 8 feet. So I'll leave that up to you if you want to call it an even 8, but
No.
he asked.
No one ever gives me an even 8, so
You're like 5'5".
this doesn't change what I said.
Fair enough. All right. Let's just watch the rest of them, see how they did. We got Matt, Quinn, Ethan.
I'm gonna use the table.
All right.
Okay. And I think the table is part of my structure. Gonna include the box as part of the structure. I think we have some good height there.
You know, I have an idea.
So if I stick something to the house, if I construct a house plus tape.
Can I take this outside?
Yeah.
Okay. Requisition the tape measure.
I don't understand what I'm doing with the string. Oh, I know what I can do. I know what to do with the string. If I do this, the structure can now be measured from the floor. Right about there. They're not getting it. I think the structure starts and ends at blocks.
Fly high.
It occurs to me that I really don't need the safety here, but I just like it. I really
really want to run fast, but it's hard to do that and unload this at the same time. Oh, they're fast.
How is that high?
10 feet, 11 inches, 12 feet, 13 feet, 8 inches. I think 3.7 is the best I've got.
Well, I think I can get it. I think that's my structure.
Alright. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you, Ethan.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Anyway,
Quinn,
Yeah, Devin?
where does your structure start and end?
The foundation and the roof.
I will say, Quinn has a whopping 35 feet if you count my entire apartment building and a glove.
Okay, I have to defend Quinn on this, because I was all thinking about doing the exact same thing with the tree outside. Just sticks anything on the tree.
But you
It
didn't.
becomes a tree plus whatever you stick to it.
No, but
it
it
is
is,
a structure.
yeah.
So hear me out here, right? So if you're not going to count this, then why does sticking Jenga blocks together count?
Because that's a structure.
Okay, is the house not a structure?
It was.
I constructed it personally. You didn't build that house. Every single
the
part.
Jenga blocks you used.
I connected. They were building. They were components of my. If the person who built the house didn't
was
build the
part of my
2x4s,
Good.
the construction company didn't build any 2x4s.
So.
Every single part of my structure end to end was touched by my hands.
Look, I don't know if I want to trust the guy who ran lengthwise to build the tallest structure.
No. The house is on top of a massive hill. The string just wasn't long enough to get there.
He has a point. If that string was 2,000 feet long, he would have ran all the way to the hill and then ran down. He would have had like a 200-foot tall. Because we're on a big hill, but he didn't.
The string wasn't long enough. That's why I turned around.
So I'm gonna say the heights, and then we'll make some judgments.
Okay,
So
can you give me the start and end of the heights too? Like the base of what they're claiming the height is?
Yes. Okay. Well, so I guess it's good to review some things first. Abhishek said, if you remember, he said, "I think the ceiling is not the limit," and then he made the ceiling a hard limit, like directly to the ceiling. And then it's also important to point out that Matt said, "I think the structure starts and ends the blocks." We didn't impose that. That was his own rule he imposed on himself.
Yeah, I mean, but he stuck to it.
He stuck to it, which I
was like
respect.
Abhishek, who said the ceiling is
not the limit, and then made the ceiling the limit. And then Ethan said being emo does not mean being above OSHA standards. So we've got Johnathan at 6'6" from the bottom of the table to the top of the Jenga blocks. I feel like fair. Abhishek 7'10", bottom of fridge to top of paper towel. Ethan at 17'6" from bottom of table to top of measuring tape. So we got that like 13 feet in the air. And then second, we have Matthew Brantl at 28 feet and 6 inches from the top of his first block to the top of his bottom block. That he ran the string down the apartment and then down the hill out back, tied it to a block, and tossed it over the barrier that I had to retrieve.
Did you have to toss it over the barrier?
It bought me like 3 extra inches.
Give or take. And then we have Quinn at a whopping 35 feet. That starts at the foundation, the very bottom of my apartment building, and ends at the very top of my apartment building.
Whoa. I'm the Choremaster.
And I'm the people's champion.
Should we not then count Abhishek for the foundation of the house as well, and everybody else?
And everybody else.
Yeah.
But nobody else claimed that's what their structure was.
Well, hang on. If we're including the entire house, my structure begins below the foundation of the house and goes up to the roof.
It would be him highest, everyone else tied. I think the key word here, and I think you should make a decision on this, is build. And I think there's a strong argument that everybody else built something and Quinn taped something.
No, yeah, absolutely. I'm just messing with Quinn.
Okay.
So it keeps his hopes high. He absolutely did not build this stuff.
Alright, so we're not going to count Quinn. So if we're not counting Quinn, sorry Quinn, 0 points.
I want you all to remember what they took from us.
Fuel me! Alright, and then we have John coming in 4th place, 6'6", Abhishek 3rd, 7'10", Ethan 2nd place, 17 inches and 6, but Matthew Brantl, 28 feet 6 inches, coming in 1st place.
There you go.
Thank you for coming out, everybody. Before we announce the final winner, I just want to thank everyone who was involved. A ton of people helped with this, and this took a ton of time. So let's just do a quick round of applause for everybody. First, our Choremaster, Devin, Grenard. The prize man himself, not an even 8. And then we got our contestants. We got Abhishek, Ethan, John, Matt, and Quinn. On videography, we had Adam Gurth, the director of videography. And then helping him were Nick Grieco, Cheryl Costa, and Deanna Costa. On audio visual in the back, we have Tristan Velicky. And Paul Velicky helps too. And then recording tonight, so hopefully you post it on YouTube, we got Ron Greco. And then again, Joe Grado with the sick t-shirt and the logo. And I'm your host, Brandon Costa. Everybody,